Just because you start a business doesn't mean you'll get business, and it doesn't mean you work for yourself. Even, when you sell a product and or service, when you agree with that customer, client, other business that you're going to provide that product or service, you work for them now. Let that sink in. You work for them. Employees, employees, employees. Let's talk about employees. My parents said growing up, and they say this now, everybody wants a job until they get a job. And that is probably a very, very accurate statement. So let's break this down. You know how when it rains, sleet, or snow, you see people say, I'm not going to work. But my job called me saying, hey, you want to come work? And they say, I'm not sliding to work. I'm not killing myself for that job. Or, they say, well, the manager called me back and said, hey, do you mind if we send somebody to pick you up or we pick you up? And your person's like, why they bothering me? Shoot, the city's shut down. The news telling you how bad the weather is. Or you see the person say, man, I wrecked on the way to work and my job said, well, can you get a ride or can you get the tow truck to drop you off at the job? Why is that? Just because you start a business doesn't mean you'll get business, and it doesn't mean you work for yourself. Even, when you sell a product and or service, when you agree with that customer, client, other business that you're going to provide that product or service, you work for them now. Let that sink in. You work for them. You're telling them, hey, I am going to meet these performance or product measures that I agree with you on. And you're going to love it, and you're going to want to continue doing business with me. All right? And I'm not saying those managers or companies are right that do that, but think about that. Good employees are hard to find, but also a good company to work for is hard to find as well. So it goes both ways. You have employees that like working for more close-knit families. You have employees where every weekend they're going to jail because they're public intoxicated, or they get domestic violence charges, or might caught a attempted murder charge the night before, and the boss went and bailed him out. Why? Because he need that employee. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, the show must go on. And you think about stuff like that. Is that cool? Hey, think about it. You also get employees who like to borrow money from you. Employees that ask to get their paycheck in advance. You have employees that might work for you a few months, but they got a new crib and they're wanting to deck it out with furniture, and they're asking you like, hey, can I use you as a reference when I go down to this furniture place? And can you tell them I've been working for you longer than 3 months? And sometimes you do it. They're a good employee because it's just life. It takes a village. Then you might have some employees who tell you, oh, this job is a blessing. I'm glad I got this job. I really need it. And they never show up for work. Or they might come for 2 days and you never hear from them again. Or you got those employees that might work for you a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and then they quit and they go file unemployment. And you're like, what? You started working for me and then you quit and file unemployment after a week or two? What kind of mess is this? And you have to balance, being zero tolerance and flexibility, because you don't want your clients, customers, or businesses you work for treating you the same way, because you might live and die by their sword. So thanks for watching. Order my business book at www.paracletepub.com, and we're out. Hey, so what's up? How many times have you heard some uh, person that claimed to be a business guru, and then they cue in the sad, woe po me, feel sorry for me, trauma bond music, and they said, I became successful in my business because I went to sleep hungry. There were several nights I didn't eat. I didn't know where I was gonna eat. And when I did eat, I ate ramen noodles. That's the reason why I'm successful in business. Now, I want you to go do that. Go do that for 6 months and see. Just do that alone and see if your business becomes successful. Stop listening to people saying that tired, pedantic rhetoric. That ain't told you how to have a successful business. That ain't tell you your business is gonna be successful. That didn't tell you how to work. That's crazy. That's like when people say work hard, hard work to get you here. Hard work. Well, if you don't know how to work, how you know you're working hard? You could be working hard and wrong. So don't listen to people saying that stuff and they're not giving you, other advice. So if you want to know the reality of owning and operating a business, as well as suggestions, order my business book at www.paracletepub.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Tip Jar Tuesday, where we try to help fill your tip jar, help fill your gleaner, fill your bank account, whether you're a business owner, a vagabond, or a free spirit. You know what I'm saying? Tip Jar Tuesday videos are going to be more suited to, I want to say, 1 to 4 minutes. Quick tips, in and out, bam wham, thank you ma'am, quick. So, as the saying goes, sit back, relax, check out my website, www.paracletepub.com. With that being said, thanks for watching, and Tip Jar Tuesday. Let's get into it.